Hello everyone, welcome to Trade. Today we're going to be seeing the Nifty and Banknifty analysis for 6th March. This is the daily chart of Banknifty that I've opened, and let's see all the levels that we have. And we just had a pretty nice trading session in the US markets. Obviously Indians can't trade directly if somebody is there. If any of your relatives are there, you can definitely trade in their account. The US market and the European markets have closed very strong today. In the end, after the Nifty and Bank Nifty, we will just look at some of the stocks in the US markets as well, just for a trade review. Now on Bank Nifty, we have got a pretty good closing today. Almost from 40,600, we went all the way until 40,400. See, with this move, I'm not like, we have a view that is not very bullish, meaning with this move, there's less likely we're going to go up and make an all-time high. It's not that type of a move, probably some type of a retracement after a fall. Right now, until where we can come, firstly, this level has acted as a very good support. The budget day low, and previous to that, when this Adani news came and the markets crashed, that is around 39,850, has acted as a very good support between 850 to 500, and from there we have got this bounce. Now until where we can come up is, we'll have on the daily chart, obviously we have our 15-minute levels, we will come to it in a bit. On the daily chart, the next level of resistance is this blue line that we are seeing, the blue trend line that I've drawn. We can come until here at about 42,000, and watch out my next video that is going to come tomorrow about the monthly and the weekly CPR. We will be seeing why 42,000 is looking like a possible target on the upside, and this level where this entire budget day candle, right, we are still within this budget day candle, right, that was 2,500 point move on that day. So obviously it will take some time to cross that, and this is where we got the next bit of selling from this level, that is around 41,900, right? So the next time when the price comes here, we'll have to be a little careful. We have two solid resistance points that is coming in our way. One is this blue trend line, and this recent high of almost 42,000, right? So 42,000 is a point where we will have to be careful. In case we are positionally long, the best thing to do is book some profit here, and then when we are at 42,000, see whether we are going to break this trend line and go up, or we are going to again reverse from this 42,000 level, right? So that is the view on the daily chart. Now coming to our 15-minute chart for the intraday levels, how we can trade on Monday. This is our 15-minute Bank Nifty chart. See, today the best move came within like 1.5 hours in the market, right? On the 15-minute chart, you can see all green candles. Somebody had captured it, very good. This is a day where it was pretty neat for option buying, but after that, yes, we did get some dip, and there was some divergence in the end. Even in my short videos I put, see, nowadays I am sticking on to just putting the daily analysis in the short videos, as we are getting more views there, and weekly we will be doing this type of deep dive analysis of the price action and the move for the next week. Right, so even in that analysis, I posted some kind of a down move will come until 200. It did come, and there was some nice divergence where the price was making a higher high and the indicators were making lower low. So that's the reason we had the view that we could get some small dip. Now coming for the trade for Monday, see, with this we are going to get a pretty big gap up for sure, right? About 100 or 200 points gap up. So in case we get a gap up opening, the next level of resistance, the immediate resistance is over here, 41,500, right? So in case we get a gap up at this level, we'll have to be careful here at 41,000. The exact level is 41,514 to 41,446. If this crosses, then the next target is 42,000. Maybe it will not happen in Monday itself. We'll have to wait and see, but the targets that I pointed out, this is over here. This price action can act as a good resistance, that is between 41,517 and this level of 41,443. If that crosses, maybe intraday we might even come until here, that is 41,758. So we'll just put one more reaction line, But if the bullish move continues and we end like today, how we moved 500 600 points, even if the momentum continues on the upside, right, then 42,000 is the next target for sure. And any short trade, right, any short trade will be if we get some good rejection over here at about 41,500, a good nice solid candle, kind of follow this trend line. If the price is kind of taking resistance on this type of a trend line, and if we get a dip, we can attempt some short trade here depending on the price action and the open interest data. The best short move is if we break 41,160. If we close below this line, right, 41,160, we could get a steep fall, or even half of this, a steep fall until 40,780. And if you see the CPR levels for tomorrow, we have the tomorrow, I don't think it will show up now the exact level, but see, this is where the points are. The line is not being shown right now. So for tomorrow CPR, if we check tomorrow CPR, we have the R1 at about 41,580 and the previous day high, and we have the CPR here. So in case we take some sort of a resistance here, right, maybe a pull down, maybe a fall until the CPR kind of takes support again at this level, and we can bounce. So we will be careful at this level, that is 41,500. But if we get a strong closing like the candles that were formed today on the 15 minutes, then the next target is 41,750 and R2 is closer to 41,800 on the upside. And this blue trend line is nothing but what we saw on this daily chart. We'll also have to keep a track of this blue trend line. This is with Banknifty, and if we look at the Nifty chart, again in Nifty we have this particular trend line that we will have to follow. See, this is where we took resistance thrice, we kind of got a false breakout and a breakdown. See, if you see the overall structure in Nifty, right, Nifty has made a new lower low and a bounce. So if I just explain the Dow theory structure, we made a low, we made a high, we made a lower low, we made a lower high, we came to we made a lower low again, probably a lower high, and again a dip, right? So we are still not, just because of this green candle, we cannot say that we are still aggressively bullish. Maybe if we break this trend line, kind of retest and break out of this trend line, that is 18,000, break out of this level of 18,086, then probably Nifty, the entire structure of Nifty will change and we can be bullish, probably aim for higher levels. But as of now, the first level of resistance we'll have to watch is this particular blue trend line that I just drew. And then we have this gap over here, right? This always, in people who have followed me know how we trade gaps and how the gap trading takes place. The boundaries of the gap can act as a good support and resistance, meaning if we come at this level, we can kind of take resistance here. If we go into the gap, then this level of 17,822 will act as a good resistance. On the upside, probably we can even come fill this gap and get a dip, right? That is on the daily chart. Now let's look at Nifty on the 15-minute chart. On the 15-minute chart, we can kind of refine our view and see what are the best possible levels for Monday. See, there was a very good resistance point for Nifty over here. We have exactly closed, that is around 17,610. We have kind of went above it and came down. So this entire zone will act as a good resistance, right? Zone meaning from 17,600 to 17,640, and then above that, the next level of strong resistance is coming in, is this gap over here. If we break this zone, let me mark this resistance zone. if we kind of break this resistance zone, right, then the targets on the upside will be, the first target would be over here at 18,686, and the next target will be this gap area of 17,700 to 17,820. And sorry if I said 18,000 here, it is 17,686. And on the downside we have this gap, which we will have to keep it marked. In case we get a sudden fall in the market, we will have to watch out for this gap, right? This will act as the first level of support, and any down move in Nifty would be if this level breaks, that is 17,530. So these are the levels that we have on Monday with a gap up, right? So once we get a gap up, wait for some kind of a pullback to this level in Nifty, that is around 17,620, and if we get a nice strong signal, we can go long. With the first target is 17,680 and 17,772. So this is the 15-minute chart in Nifty, and as I mentioned, if we just look at a couple of stocks in the US market also, right, they have done pretty good. It's all simple price action based trading. Now, for example, a stock like Facebook, right, if you see the hourly chart, there was a beautiful price action, that is when this resistance broke, right? When this resistance broke, we had a first target over here 182 that got achieved. The second target was this price action here 186, we hit that. This is where we came out, and then we have 192. So probably on Monday, if this crosses, we can even hit 192. And the stop loss was pretty clear, right? If you see this price action over here, the moment the 1 hour candle closed above this resistance line, the stop loss was, even if the day's opening was, the stop loss was just 1.2, and the move that we ended up getting was 8.7. So some neat price action. See, this type of trading and this type of price action doesn't need too much of complicated analysis, or it's just simple price action. Strong resistance where multiple times we were rejecting the overall market. The global market was bullish. We got a closing above this resistance. The next target was this. Obviously we had this type of a line over here because there were many wicks over here, so we had one resistance point here, strong closing, and didn't expect such a big move, but still we ended up getting it, right? And even if you check the Dow Jones chart, the US, the big US indices, the Dow Jones, very strong up move, right? Even if we apply CPR in all this US market, works beautifully. Took support from the morning. We kind of took support at this CPR. This was in the afternoon. When the US market opened, we were over here. The moment we broke out of this previous day high all the way until R2, so beautiful price action. See, in the Dow Jones, my overall view is, see, we could take some resistance along this trend line, and then if we go up, definitely take resistance over here, right? So if the market and the global market and the US market completely turns bullish, that is only when this breaks out of this red zone, kind of retest and then break out, then probably we might go for a new high point. But until then, this level can act as a good resistance. We can even reverse from here, and if this low breaks, right, this week, this last week low that we had, that is 32,518, then the US market can once again see some lower levels of even 31,000 or maybe even 30,000. So we are not aggressively bullish, but yeah, short term up move is what we are looking at, and we'll be having a short term bullish bias. Thank you for watching.